gonna be very echoey, but we're gonna have to deal with it. Hey, my name is Kira, I'm 17 years old and I am a film student living in southeast London. Welcome to the channel. The channel is either called Art of the Screen or Kira Marion. I haven't checked if Art of the Screen is available yet. Preparation. So today I want to talk about something that is both related to the release of Suicide Squad and the upcoming Marvel releases that are coming up towards the end of the year and beginning of early 2017. And the title of this video, as you've probably seen, is What's Wrong with Making One Film? Suicide Squad was released mid-August and I saw it with very, very low expectations, and I think those expectations were met. I didn't hate the film as many other people have, but I didn't really enjoy it. I was kind of just sitting there waiting for like the final battle scene to happen, because I was like, I get it and I don't care. A lot of people seem to think that people's main gripe with this film is that there wasn't enough Joker. And with the editing and how this film was done, honestly there was enough Joker to go around. Jared Leto has said that they filmed enough for a 1-hour Joker special, but I think that would have made the film way worse than it already was. There seems to be a real issue with story in Suicide Squad. There is not necessarily an arc, but a thing that every film should follow, and that is that you have 1 or 2 central characters. You cannot have like 7 central characters and have them all fleshed out in what? An hour and a half, 2-hour film? It's just not physically possible. I didn't feel like I knew anyone. Yeah, Will Smith's character has a daughter and murders people and lost his wife because of that, and that's his character arc. Harley, you don't even see like Harley's backstory very much. You just see that she fell in love with the Joker. You don't see her kind of deranged into madness kind of thing. As for Croc and even, you know, Cara Delevingne's character, they were just not fleshed out remotely to the point where I didn't even know who was who. I forgot people's names 10 minutes after learning them because I just didn't care about these characters. I think I would have preferred Suicide Squad if it had had, you know, 1 central character that made friends with all these others. They all got explored in other films. Like, it wouldn't have been such a bad film if, I don't know, like Deadshot. If Deadshot had been the central character and all this stuff was happening around him, that would have made it a lot easier to follow and probably would have made me care. I still think the editing was so choppy that I never knew what was going on because I was just being constantly hit with different flashes and cuts. And honestly, 2 minutes in, when we got to the third 80s rock song, I gave up all hope. I just sat there and let my body slowly numb into the cinema seat. Now, people tend to get annoyed when people bring up Marvel in comparison to DC, but they are 2 brands that are making the exact same type of film, so it is impossible not to bring up Marvel. The thing is with the Avengers is that I actually cared about all these characters individually. I got at least 2 hours of a movie set up for all these characters. And I cared about them. Even, you know, Black Widow, who doesn't have her own film, which is already a problem in itself, I cared about her because I'd seen her already and I understood why she was doing what she was doing and why she joined the Avengers. I don't get any form of, you know, explanation as to why Harley and Croc and Deadshot all decide that, yeah, band together, let's just do it, otherwise we'll get killed. Like, they don't really have anything to win. They get time off their extremely long, like, lifetime jail sentences, which is not much in the first place, and then it's like, oh, we'll kill you. That's not enough for me. I need to know my characters before I care about them dying. Age of Ultron, sure, was a complete miss and mess. I think everyone who's ever seen it can agree with that. But I knew why all the characters were there. Even Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, who had very little introduction, I could understand why they were there. Maybe not why they joined the Avengers, but I could understand why they were needed in the film. When I can't tell when some of your central characters are in your film, there is a clear problem. They could have made 1 film. They could have made 1 single film about Deadshot and the rest of these bad guys, or they could have made a Harley and Joker film. They could have made a Deadshot single film. They could have made all these singular films and then brought a Suicide Squad much later down the line. But now I don't care about any of these characters or where they came from or kind of the franchise. Like, I still went to see Suicide Squad because I was like, I'm not gonna have negative opinions of it and not see it. I have to back those negative opinions up with fact. But I wouldn't spend my money on this franchise. I wouldn't spend my money on Harley merchandise or Joker or Deadshot merchandise, because I don't care. I don't care about these characters they've made because they've made me not care. To be fair, if any of these central characters had died during Suicide Squad, I don't think I would have had as much of an issue with them dying as I did. For example, if Thor was to die, like, I understand Thor and his backstory and why he's in the Avengers, so I would care that if he died. For example, when Diablo died in Suicide Squad, spoilers, I cared because it's someone dying, but 5 minutes later I was completely over it, as was everyone else in the film. No one cared because they didn't show them bonding or being friends at all, apart from that one bar scene where, again, I didn't care. What films need to start doing is realising that the audience can only really focus on a main story at a time. They can't focus on all these individual things. They need one central story arc that makes sense. It's, you know, the 3 parts. It's the introduction of the hero and the villain, the conflict for the villain to fix, and then the hero attempting to fix that conflict. I need that arc. Maybe that means I'm stupid. Maybe it means I can't deal with complex film. But all that I know is that I did not enjoy Suicide Squad because of this. And it really did make me realise how much Hollywood and even the British film industry and like all over the world, big studios, really do have a problem with just making one film.